Not really. No, I didn't. I brought it up only because I saw a body language I didn't like at the last shoot around, and I said, "Do you understand?" And, but no, that's the big picture here is that seed, and if winning this game helps us get that seed, then that's great.
How secure do you feel like that seed is? Because I know some of the bracketologists you could stumble and still be in good shape.
No, it's not true because, good news is they'll take the body of work. But if you lose your last two of the season, it's hard to say they should be number one seed. Could happen because everyone else stumbles. They all stumble, you stumble. There's no one jumps, so you end up by default. You back up to the pay table and you get a one seed. Hopefully that's not what happens to us, but every game you play, you want it in your own hands, not how someone else plays. So you try to take care of business.
What does Mark Krebs meant to you guys? I mean, obviously didn't play a whole lot, but in terms of maybe the locker room.
Great teammate, just a great teammate. He and I spoke the other day, and I said, I feel bad I haven't had you in practice because I practice 10 guys, most of them practice 11. So if you're 13, you're not on that floor much. And he said, well, that's okay. Last year I never walked off the floor ever. I go, no. He said, I was on the floor 4 hours. I said, well, that was at the beginning of the year. He said, no, at the end of the year, 4 hours. I mean, so he said, I'm fine. I'm getting my own work in. And I'd love to see him play great, go in there and play because he deserves it.
You going to start the seniors?
Yes.
Have you always done that?
Yes.
Why do you do it?
Because I think they deserve it. They worked hard. They're a part of the team. It's their day. You want to win, but I always say it's more than winning. And so, obviously you guys are saying playing for a championship. That doesn't matter. I mean, right now, those guys deserve it. And I'll tell you, I'll leave them in as long as I can, or as little as I can. Either one. That's their choice on how they play and how they compete, and I think they'll do fine.
Who'll start the five?
I'm not sure yet. But those seniors will.
When you went back and looked at that first 10 minutes of the second half defensively, is that as good as you all played defensively this year?
Which game?
Georgia, the last game.
The second half we played really well. We really played, and they had the way we started. They had 18 points. You ready? 12 on second shots. You're not going to win. And so from that point on, we subbed. We had to sub, get some guys out. Guys got in foul trouble. And then the energy of the other guys stopped them from doing it, and that's why you had a lead at halftime. It's second half, I thought we played about as well as we played. And we needed to. You're on the road. You're at Georgia. They're beating everybody there. You have to understand, they had won everybody on our side. They say the East is the toughest side, maybe the best it's ever been, the East as a whole. And they beat everybody on the East in that building. And we went down there and played such a good half, they didn't have a chance in the second.
John, you're seniors. You're the third coach here. How tough is that reining in?
I feel bad for them, but they've responded, been good teammates. I told Ramon, I said, Ramon, at the end of the day, I'm going to help you do whatever you're choosing to do. If you want to try to get into camps, to try out for the NBA, if you want to try to get on summer teams, if you choose to go to Europe and play, if you choose to want to play. And Perry, the same thing. And I said, understand, it's easy for me to say, you know who he played behind? He's really good, but he was behind. Oh, you're right. Yeah, here's some tape of him. Let him come over and play. I'm talking about a 6'7" athletic player that can play. He just happens to be on a team where there's some guys in front of him that are better. Same with Perry. I mean, both of them started a year ago. Perry's better than he was a year ago. The problem is he's behind three guys that are better than him. That doesn't mean he's not any good. That just means we're pretty good. The guys in front of him are pretty good.